When you throw an apple, what happens next? It's only a matter of time before the apple drops onto the ground, right? That is because the law of gravity is at play here. And it's the same thing with trading. There are certain laws that govern profitable trading. And if you break them, it'll be impossible for you to become a profitable trader. So here are the 7 laws, or what I like to call them tenets of trading that you must follow if you want to become a consistently profitable trader. The first law is I objectively identify my edges. The keyword here is objectively. Being objective means that you cannot be emotional when it comes to trading. How you can be objective is by keeping your expectations neutral and also take into account that anything can happen at any point of time. Before you take that trade, you must look for your edges. So what is an edge? An edge is basically like your trading strategy or your trading plan. It helps to improve the odds of you winning that trade. So if the market is offering you an edge, determine the risk and just take that trade. So for example, my trading plan says that I must look for at least 3 confluences before I enter for a trade. And in this scenario here, I got my 3 confluences because number 1, price is reversing at a resistance level. That's the first confluence. And my second confluence is that there's this big, fat, red, juicy, bearish engulfing candlestick. And my third confluence is this beautiful moving average crossover right here. So now that I got my 3 confluences, I will take the trade. But let's say I only got 2 confluences or even just 1 confluence. I will not take that trade. As simple as that. So before you enter for the trade, make sure that it lines up with your trading strategy and your trading plan. If it does not, do not take that trade. So the second tenet is I predefine the risk of every trade. So to determine the risk of every trade, I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions before you take that trade. Number 1, how much money are you willing to risk on each trade? It could be $100, $1,000, 1% of your capital, whatever it is, write that down. Number 2, what is the risk to reward ratio of this trade? And number 3, what lot size to use for this trade? So by asking yourself these 3 questions, it will help you determine the risk of every single trade. And you must make sure you do this before you trade, not after, not during, but before you trade. The third tenet is I completely accept the risk, or I am willing to let go of that trade. If the risk is way too big, do not trade. I always have this principle, it's called the sleeping principle, or that's what I like to call it, okay? Basically, if you open a trade, are you able to go to sleep knowing that it is open? If not, the lot size that you are using is way too big, you're risking way too much money, and you need to use a smaller lot size or just stay out of the market and let go of the trade completely. That's a very, very simple law that you must follow. And also, you must know when to stay off the market because a profitable trader knows when to trade and also when not to trade. So the fourth tenet is I act on my edges without reservation or hesitation. If I pull out my charts and I see this beautiful trade, it has 3 confluences, it lines up with my trading plan, it lines up with my trading strategy, you best believe that I'm gonna take that trade without any hesitation, without any reservation like, should I wait for more confluences? No, I'm just gonna take that trade like a man. That means that even after a losing streak, where my morale is low, where I feel like shit, where I feel like I'm the worst trader in the world, but I see a trade that lines up with my trading plan, that lines up with my edges, I'm still gonna take that trade, no matter how or what I feel, no matter how shitty I feel, because that is what the plan is telling me to do. And you always want to make sure you follow the plan and not your emotions. Ultimately, as long as you follow your trading plan, as long as you follow your trading strategy, it is counted as a successful trade. Doesn't matter if it's a winning one or a losing one, it is still counted as a successful trade because you follow your plan. The fifth tenet is I pay myself as the market makes money available to me. Let me tell you a story. There was this one time where I saw my 3 confluences on the chart, so I decided to enter for a buy. And then the price starts shooting up and goes near my take profit. And at this point of time, I was up maybe about $2,000 So I was very happy, but I was greedy. I wanted to make more money. So what I did was that I removed my take profit. So after I removed my take profit and let the trade run, the trade starts reversing and it starts going against me. And eventually, bam! Price just hits my stop loss. And I went from being up $2,000 to losing $1,000. If this happens to you, it is 100% your fault. So there are two ways where you can pay yourself as the market makes money available to you. Number one, you can take partial profits. As you let the trade run to your overall take profit, what you can do is that when you run halfway or at a key level, you can close half of the trade. You can close half of the position and secure some of that profits back into your account. Because remember, the floating profit you see on MetaTrader 4 is not your profit yet. It is just floating. So at any point of time, the trade can go against you and the floating profit that you see on the screen is going to become a floating loss if you do not secure partial profits. So if you want to play it safe, what you can do is that you can take partial profits. And the second way where you can pay yourself is withdrawing your profits from your trading account. Yes, you should leave some money inside your trading account to compound that account. But with that said, you must make sure that you withdraw some of the profits so that you can go reward yourself and so that you can pay yourself first. Maybe you can just withdraw $200 and go buy that monitor that you always wanted to buy, or go treat your family to a nice dinner outside. Whatever it is, just make sure you pay yourself. Because same thing with floating profit, as long as that money is inside your trading account, it is not yours yet until you withdraw it, and until you hold that cold hard cash in your hand or in your bank account, it is not yours yet. And the next tenet is I continually monitor my susceptibility for making errors. So when you are trading, you're gonna make a lot of errors because you are gonna experience a lot of emotions. So example is like over trading, or you can revenge trading, or after a losing streak you just continue trading and you end up losing even more money, or after a winning streak where you have win a few trades in a row, you continue trading and you end up giving that profits back into the market. All of these are very common mistakes that beginner traders make. So what you need to do is to monitor these mistakes. Write them down in your trading journal. Record them down. Record your trades and learn from your mistakes. Because remember, it is only a mistake if you do not learn from it. And make sure you do not commit the same mistake again. This will really help you to become profitable in the long run. So the final tenet is I understand the absolute necessity of these principles of consistent success, and therefore I will never violate them. So now that I've given you the 7 secrets or the 7 keys, the 7 tenets to become a successful trader, it is up to you to whether you want to follow them or not. If you don't follow them, by all means continue being a brokey losing trader. I do not give a shit about you. But if you are serious about becoming a successful millionaire trader, what you will do is that you will take these 7 tenets seriously and start applying them, start memorizing them, and start becoming a better, a more disciplined, profitable trader. So make sure you smash that like button if you have enjoyed this video, and click on that subscribe button because we are uploading weekly trading videos just like this every single week. And if you really want to become a successful trader, you need to watch this video next, where I literally give you a complete guide to becoming a profitable trader. So watch this video right now to find out more. And remember, you are just one trade away. Mwah.